It is May 26th, 2010. Here we are in Grand Anse Beach in Grenada. I'll just circle around here so you can see Grand Anse Beach. Just the hills in the background. It's Quarantine Point in the background. We are in DeFreitas Cottages, just to the north of Grand Anse Beach. What you're looking at is a giant plume of sediment that just washed into Grand Anse Bay during the first major rainfall in the wet season in 2010. And as I circle around, you can kind of get a feel for the size of this. Out that direction, the color actually dissipates somewhat. See if I can get the camera to focus here. You can see out over there is the extent of this plume. Now, I've actually never seen a plume this dark in Grenada. This is extremely unusual. There's actually some debris floating in the water. And this plume, lo and behold, extends back to that corner, basically the north, kind of the northeast edge of Grand Anse Bay. There's a drain right there where all of this sediment-laden water is coming from. Now, it wouldn't be terribly surprising to me to see that that is a direct result of all of this unplanned development up on the hillside here. Most of these houses are basically squatters. They never really own the land. They just sort of settled there. I guess they own the land now because that's where they live. But that's the consequence of this. As you look further down the beach, there's other plumes where the other drains are. Down by the fishing pier, you can see a plume. I don't know if it's clear on the camera, but there is one there. And there's probably other plumes further on down. It's interesting to see that this bay does support coral and aquatic life in mass, but it's sort of just hanging on by its fingernails. And then you get an episode like this, and you can just imagine all of that sediment just is not good for coral. It's not good for any ecosystem. Many reasons for that. I'd also like to point out, up a little bit further into the watershed, over by the subway and the movie theaters, there's a hillside that's recently been just stripped of all vegetation. It's an extremely steep hillside, and I just have to wonder how much of this sediment is from that one land management decision to strip that hillside of all vegetation. Again, this is May 25th, 2010 in Grenada on Grand Anse Beach.